Alright, how is everybody? So today what we are going to do here is I'm going to teach you how to properly make your own bow drill kit for a primitive bow drill fire. And I have already gathered here uh, materials that are available on camp. And basically what we have prepared is the bow and the spindle. I also have here the heartboard. I made two in case one fails or if in case it breaks. I also have here my handle for the spindle. This is where the spindle is going to contact with. And lastly, I have also prepared uh, some fire tinders, which is just basically just dried up palm leaves, which is also available here at camp. So for our heartboard, by the way, what you want to choose is something that is soft to medium type of wood. So how do you determine that it is a softwood? So what you want to do is you use your fingernail and press it against the wood. If in case your fingers can make that indentation, that means that that type of wood is a soft or medium type of wood. And for your spindle, you want something that is a hardwood. Okay, so this wood, by the way, is from a branch of a mahogany tree, and this one is from a Nara tree branch. Although a Nara is also a hardwood, but this one, this comes off from a fallen branch, and this has been exposed to the environment for many months already, so it has deteriorated and somewhat become soft. And for your handle, you also want something that is hard, so harder than your heartboard. So the only soft or medium type of wood that you want here in the system is your heartboard. The rest of the system, it's hard or medium type of wood. And for your bow, you want something that is naturally forming a bow. This is where you're going to attach your string or paracord. And to attach my strings, I have only carved here uh, a round notch and use a clove hitch on my lashing. Same on the other side. So that's just basically secured with a clove hitch. Okay. And what we are going to do first is we're going to initially carve here uh, our pilot hole. This is where our spindle is going to sit on and create that friction. That friction is actually what we need in order to make fine dust that will eventually turn into ember. So the friction is going to be the key ingredient here, as well as the entire system. Upon carving that pilot hole, so you want something that is about half an inch from the edge of your board. So probably here you're going to start carving here, going inwards, so just about the size of the spindle, the bottom of your spindle. And for your spindle, by the way, you would want the bottom part to be much larger than the one on top. Okay, so from here about half an inch going inwards. So just slowly carve your hole and be careful so you don't cut your fingers. Just make use of your thumb as you're carving along. Just push with your thumb. So I am not using brute force on my right hand, so I'm just using my thumb to actually push the knife and carve this wood. Okay, you don't have to go really deep on this one. You just want some indentation so the spindle can sit on it without flipping anywhere when you're trying to spin the system. And you also want to do the same on the handle, but this time you carve the pilot hole on the middle, and you want something that is smaller than what you did with your heartboard. Okay, again, just use your knife. And for my handle, I just want to use the tip of my knife to start off. Okay, so basically what I want to do is use my left foot, step on the heartboard, because I am right-handed. So my dominant hand should be the hand holding the bow. Okay, and my left foot is stepping on the heartboard. Now next is to wrap the spindle with a string. I like to do mine twice. You can do it once, depends on what you prefer. So I like to do mine twice, so that's 2 times of wrapping with the string. And next is grab my handle and press it on top of the spindle. At the same time, I am also positioning that spindle right onto the heartboard. So press the spindle down. Okay, and if you notice, what I'm doing here with my left arm is I am actually resting my left arm right against my knee. Okay, so my knee is acting like a lever right now, so the spindle is stable and pointing directly 90 degrees towards the board. So this is what you want. You don't want the spindle to be doing this way or this way. You want it to be straight and 90 degrees towards the ground. Okay, also at the same time, I want my body to be pressing down on this thing, so it creates friction going towards the heartboard. Okay, you want your weight to be centered towards the spindle. Okay, you want to transfer your center of gravity towards the spindle, or your entire weight of your upper body going here. Okay, so I'll just move my camera here so you can see better. Okay, so again, let's make a few turns to make this pilot hole go quite deeper. Okay, I'm not using any force right now, so I'm just getting used with my system. Okay, now that I have established my pilot hole, and if you have also noticed that friction is also being created on my handle, so what I'm going to do here, since I want lesser friction here, I'm actually going to make use of green leaves and place it here, and this would act as a lubricant. Okay, so there's lesser friction, that's going to happen here. Okay, and I want the friction to focus only on my heartboard. Okay, now that I have established my pilot hole, so what I'm going to do next is to actually introduce oxygen to the system. Okay, remember the three elements of fire. So that's fuel, we already have our fuel, which is this wood, and we have heat, which is the friction that's we're going to apply. And to introduce oxygen is I'm just simply just going to carve a notch coming from outside going in to the pilot hole. Okay, so I'll just make use of my saw or a knife. Okay, So something about this big. And since I already have that notch right there, so I'm going to place something underneath my heartboard to catch all the powders that are going to build up as we go around and do our spinning using our bow. Okay, so in this case I'll just be using my okay, so I have moved the camera a little bit closer so you can see better what I'm doing here. Okay, so back to our position. Okay, what I'm going to do here right now is, as I'm spinning the bow, so I'm just going to build up powder in the system, which is going to come down to this notch. And as I'm doing it, I'm still not going to apply pressure and speed. So I'm just building a powder, and if I'm going to notice that there's already enough smoke and powder already in the system, then that's the time that I'm going to apply speed. Okay, so just observe, because what's going to actually ignite that powder will be the friction that you apply to the system. Okay, so back to our position. Okay, so there's no luck right at the moment. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to readjust my system, since I have noticed that the string is actually getting entangled using the 2 turns. So I'll just do a 1 turn and do the same method again. Okay, so a few readjusting. So there's now only 1 turn on my bow, and I've also carved the notch quite bigger to allow in more air, since it has been showering for the past couple of days. I'm suspecting that the environment right now is quite humid, so let's try and draw in more air to the system by carving a bigger notch. Okay, so I'll just save the old powder that has already built up in the system and push it in to the notch, and try again, one more try. Back with our position, and same principle, just build enough dust and apply downward pressure and speed afterwards. Okay, now that I have successfully created ember, so I'm just going to let that rest and smolder for quite longer, so the dust that has accumulated will actually turn into ember, so you can slowly add more in. And unfortunately I have actually cut myself as I was spinning way too fast. I barely noticed there was a splinter in the handle, so that's okay. Okay, so what we are going to do next is carefully transfer this ember onto our bird's nest. Okay, so you don't grab your ember. So what you are going to do is to actually place your bird's nest right next to your ember, like so, and slowly transfer this one going there. You can make use of anything you have. In this case, just be using my knife. So like so, and slowly introduce air to that system by blowing it slowly. Okay, you can also try and compress to transfer this one to the center. Whew. And we have successfully created fire. So that's fire by friction using the bow drill method. It's not as easy as it looks. Sometimes if the system fails, you have to be creative and make a few readjustments. So the key here is to have all your materials properly prepared and make sure that they are the right kind of materials as well. and slowly but surely you try and develop that skill that you have learned. Okay, hope to see you guys again next time, and keep practicing your fire making skills.